Chapter 42 Learning to Stand 21st of October 2005 Dear Diary, I went to the gym today to try to lose some weight, and all she said to me was that I needed to be re-inducted on the machines because it had been 6 years since I had last been, and they had had new machines. Don't people know how much I'm hurting psychologically as well as physically? Why did she have to be so cruel? If I had reached the Olympics, she wouldn't have been so mean to me. Why did she have to kick me when she knows how badly I have already fallen? I went home and cried. It makes the whole thought of trying to lose weight that much harder. They must know that I used to work on these machines all the time, and that I was very good and very strong at one point. But 6 years? Have 6 years gone by that quickly? What have I done with my life? Nothing. Oh, 6 years is an incredibly long time. I decided against going to the gym, but instead my mum found me a personal trainer called John, who on paper looked perfect for me. Hopefully he could help me. I was eating just about nothing and piling the weight on, so I was obviously doing something wrong. My doctor said that my body was just confused because it had been working so hard, and now my body was able to do, just about nothing. My poor body didn't know what it had done wrong. Me neither, I thought. Me neither. John was a nice man. When he first saw me struggle to walk, he didn't look down at me or speak to me as if I was very young or not very clever. He stayed positive and happy, and said that he would help me get back on my feet. He was a kind person, and I enjoyed trying to stand and trying to sit on a ball, which I found very difficult. And then when John asked me to lift one of my feet off the ground, the obvious happened, and I found myself lying flat on the floor. John cost me £25 per half hour, but this was money well spent, as in the end I was able to sit on the ball and raise my feet. Then I was able to walk, putting my heel down first, heel, toe, heel, toe. I had my sessions with John in Victoria Park in Bath, which is a stunning location, and when John asked me what my end goal was, I said it had been an Olympic gold medal originally, but now it was going to be able to run again. After work we walked, jogged, and then ran together. With me losing weight and getting stronger, I was beginning to feel that I was back in control. I was enjoying my life again. I was almost well. I felt I could do anything. I was over the moon that I could run again, even if it was holding onto somebody else's arm. My eyesight was not wonderful, and the movement proved difficult. Well, actually close to impossible, when I was going faster than a walk. I looked into running or walking the Bath Half Marathon. Maybe I could run this and get loads of sponsorship money for MS. This was an unreal expectation, but Sonia Bush, my good friend, told me about a friend of hers, Caroline, who was also hoping to run the half marathon. I met her and we went for a few runs, but unfortunately on one of the runs I fell flat on my face, cutting my hands and knees, and I realised that running was probably a little too difficult for me at the moment. I could run approximately 400 metres, so the 30-mile run would have been quite a long way for me. Oh well, me and my unreal expectations, but at least I lost a lot of weight and made some friends in the process. I tried to go for a walk every day, pushing the distance covered each and every time. It started with learning to stand and balance myself, then learning to move each foot, heel, toe, heel, toe. I kept putting the toe down first because of my balance issues, which obviously kept showing their faces. Just one more step, Stephanie, one more step. I found it exciting that I kept going that little bit further. I was getting stronger. 5 metres turned into 20 metres, which turned into 100 metres. I felt stronger every day, and with every step. It is funny what life offers us sometimes. I was walking around Jolly's one day and I saw a man trying to sell massaging chairs. I thought, well, he can try to sell me the chair if he wants, and I will just rest my legs in the chair for a while. So I did. The man, Jonathan Payne, came over and he did his sales stuff, and then we got chatting. He asked me what I did and I asked him what he did other than sell chairs. Jonathan was a singer-songwriter, which interested me, as I had written the poem or song Paying the Price. In the end we went to the coffee shop and he bought me a cup of coffee and a scone with strawberry jam. We became friends and he said he would love to write a song about my life and my journey so far. We met on numerous occasions, working together to put this song together. The song is called Everyone All Around Me, and it is a song about learning to do all the easy things first, standing, walking, talking, and then eventually finding love at the end of the fight. It is a song about my life in simple terms, and I enjoyed writing it with Jonathan. And with everyone all around me, I'm not standing on my own. I know I can make it, know I can take it, know I can find my way back home. While writing this song and trying to get fit, I decided to start a course in Taekwondo at the local sports centre, the Springfield Centre. It was 2 one-hour sessions a week, which I loved. I gained a lot of core strength, and it helped in every way possible. I also decided to go and ask the coach at Chippenham ASC if I could help teach the children who swam there. In the end, I was teaching many youngsters to swim, and I loved offering them something I used to be good at. I was taking one of my accountancy courses at Chippenham College and teaching at Chippenham ASC when I decided to start swimming on Sunday morning with my wonderful friend Sonia Bush. We had a great time at Bath University Pool, and although it was where I swam when I was able, I enjoyed swimming with Sonia. We both got stronger, appreciating the swimming and enjoying losing weight, while both of us wondering why swimming didn't help with the size of one's stomach. Oh well, sit-ups are not too difficult, I suppose. Sonia also taught swimming as a job, and she took me to teach the children with her, which I really enjoyed. While I was swimming one Sunday, I saw the Melksham ASC team come over and get ready for their swims. I went and introduced myself, telling Dave Pegg, the coach at Melksham ASC, that I used to swim for Corsham ASC but got sick. Dave knew who I was, and he knew about my illness, and as he was a school teacher, he knew which words to say to me that wouldn't make me cry, of recognition of what had happened. Dave introduced me to another John, who was also a swimming coach for Melksham. John listened to my story and watched me swim, commenting on how neat my strokes were, even without the training. He mentioned then that I should either get back into the swimming or come and teach at Melksham. I did the latter and started coaching at both Chippenham and Melksham, and working and taking my accountancy course and doing Taekwondo. Life was pretty busy and stopped me thinking about the MS. The Taekwondo was brilliant because it taught me how to balance and how to concentrate on my core body strength. The teaching was wonderful because it reminded me how much I love swimming and how much I had learnt as a swimmer. I loved trying to teach the children to be as good as I had been. The Multiple Sclerosis Society was a point of interest for me because it was a way I could find out what the best and worst outcomes for me were. Does anyone else get through MS without needing a wheelchair? I used mine only very occasionally, hoping each time that I would never sit in it again. I always walked by the walls, ready to put an arm out for support when I stumbled or wobbled. One morning I received a letter from the MS Society inviting me to go to Copenhagen to give a speech about my life in front of a number of medical students. I was very excited as they were going to pay for all my expenses, and my mum and her then partner Mervyn Potter were allowed to come with me. The flight was fantastic and I loved everything about this event. Copenhagen was an exciting place and I met so many people, which was a very good experience for me. I had to do 2 speeches, one as a practice and the second as a real thing in front of a large number of people. The practice came in and I had a few photos to show everyone. I had to touch the screen and the picture would come up. My mum and her partner were sitting in front of me, but towards the back of a small group that were in to watch the practice. I started my speech. Am I SM, Stephanie Millward, or am I MS, the girl with multiple sclerosis? The S and the M letters turned around perfectly. I kept on going with the story, watching the tears falling from the eyes of everyone in front of me, and I stayed strong. Do not give up yet. They are only words. They have already happened. They will not hurt you now. Unfortunately, my life didn't go the way I had planned, but I am staying strong, hoping that the cure will be found. It was only at that point that I saw the tears falling fast and strong from my mum's eyes. My mum's tears hit me hard in my heart. Remember the good things that have happened, and trust that the bad things are all in the past. Everyone clapped, and I felt exhausted with too many emotions and too many feelings. My mum was crying in front of me. After the practice, I was a little apprehensive about the real thing. Everyone had said how well it had gone, but it had hurt me emotionally. I felt exhausted. The real speech came and a nice man said he would click the pictures for me, which was great, except he didn't do it quite as well as planned and was late with the majority of the screens. The speech was good, and this time my mum was ready for my words, and so didn't cry, which made it easier for me, as I didn't feel her pain too. The trip to Copenhagen was a wonderful experience. Everyone All Around Me, sung by Jonathan Payne with words by Stephanie Millward and Jonathan Payne. Learning to stand, learning to be who I am, learning to walk where I want. And with everyone all around me, I'm not standing on my own. And with everyone all around me, I know I can make it. I know I can take it. I know I can find my way back home. Learning to stand, learning to be who I am. Learning to run to who I've become. Learning to breathe, breathing the wind that sets me free. And with everyone all around me, I can run 1,000,000 miles. And with everyone all around me, I know I'm beginning, and I know I am winning. Nobody knows how hard I've tried. Learning to run, learning to become. When I cross that finish line, there's a medal that is mine, and it's gold every time. If I learn to love, and with everyone all around me, I can run 1,000,000 miles. And with everyone all around me, I know I'm beginning, but I know I am winning. Nobody knows how hard I've tried. Learning to run, learning to become, learning to stand, learning to be who I am. This song that John and I wrote together now can be found on MySpace, which is very exciting. The words are an exclamation of all the feelings I was having at that point in time, but now I have relearnt to stand, relearned to walk, and have found my way back home, or at least to a place in this world that makes me happy and strong. Step by step, I got stronger. Every step is another mile in my heart. Every step is 1,000,000 hurdles I've had to fight and have yet to fight. Everyone is offered something in their own lives, often obstacles that are near impossible to get over. Everyone has the option of either grasping the obstacle with open arms and a huge smile on their face, seeing it as an opportunity, or they can fight it and see all the negatives. Thankfully, I chose to stand and fight, and I can see the importance of each and every step. Learning, or rather relearning, to stand and move was so important for me. Every step counts, every step matters. Believe it and enjoy it.